Everything inappropriate. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Some announcements before we begin. We have a charity. Wrong link as always. We have a page. We have we have a link tree. You can find our Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Patreon, and our Tiltify, where we raise money for Color of Change, all in one nice little place. So if you want to click link, you can type in !links in our chat, and you can find all of that under one little place. And you can also find it in our VODs, in our video descriptions. So, last we left off, the party were investigating a wax museum. And they fought a wax thing. It fled into the sewers, and they left the wax house. And as they were leaving the wax house, the wax figures started coming alive and moving when unobserved. As the party was fleeing the house, the wax figures were giving chase, melding, coming out of the walls, floors, and ceiling. And it turned out the house was also made entirely of wax. The party got outside, re-entered the sewers, and began tracking this wax creature. They eventually tracked it to where the Fatberg was clogging the sewers in front of whatever this guy's name is, in front of his base, and saw that the wax creature had probably absorbed the Fatberg, and the Fatberg was gone. Following chunks of floating fat-encrusted walls, wax, the party came to another chamber where hundreds of people were inside glass coffins in the sewers as sort of like a weird storage facility. And the wax creature descended from the ceiling, much larger than before, and engaged with the party. Thank you. And engaged with the party. The fight did not go well. Pitt was consumed by the wax elemental, and other people were almost consumed by the wax elemental. And the party decided to flee, saying, "Fuck this, we're out." And they ran. Eliott did some maneuvering around the chamber, along with, I think the guy's name was Rudolph or whatever his name was. I can't remember. And we all fled with Pitt's body back to this guy's base. I seriously can't remember his name, because it's been a hot minute. You all got back to his base. His name's Randolph now. Whatever. All got back to his base. And
was it Raphael?
Raphael, that's right.
That's Raphael, yeah.
You all go back to Raphael's base and placed Pitt's wax-encrusted body on a table. And before anything could really happen, the body began to animate and lunged at you all. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
This is fine.
Mine is Brittany.
I'm definitely not worried.
Right, I gotta add his name back in the notes because I deleted it.
Makes sense.
Raphael.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Bernard Dupont was his name. Alright. Okay. Milton Bradley.
17.
Oh shit, dude. It automatically adds it to the combat tracker now. Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Eliott, you got a 7.
Oh, nice.
Madeliene, what'd you get?
15.16.
Okay. So, okay, we're gonna do some change in here.
I just thought in my head, what about Pitt?
Because Thalia has +4 to initiative and rolled the same as Milton, so Thalia will go first. So Pitt just sits upright, and a silver needle begins to come out of their palm. Oh yeah, and this happened because when Eliott was doing an autopsy on Pitt's body and just didn't find anything but just wax all the way through. Thalia's gonna see this. Has a lot of duplicate spells in their spell list. Hex twice, Bane twice, Disguise Self twice. That's weird. Anyways, stab with a rapier. That's a 19 to hit for 8 piercing damage. So it just sinks into this wax figure, pulls out, and just wax stuck to the rapier. And then its bonus action, gonna swing with the dagger with 2-weapon fighting. For a 17 to hit. And that is 1 piercing damage. Okay. Professor Milton Bradley.
The tiers of damage are like, so bloodied is 1/3, correct?
Yeah.
I believe I am in the bloodied condition, so
Okay.
based on the mechanics that were established, I think I have to do a roll or something.
Yep.
Yes. All right. What am I rolling?
Wisdom.
All right, and this is a saving throw.
Yep.
Okay. 16.
16. Okay. Cool. Everything's fine.
Sweet. I am going to, oh, thought it was dead. Booming fist.
Okay.
Gonna try and hit this thing. Oh boy. Please. 14.
14. 1 second.
Was there AC?
That misses.
Oof. Oh no. Oh no.
So just as you go to like punch, the wax kind of like collapses and reforms, and your fist kind of just like, no, the wax, like the center of the wax kind of forms into a hole, like just a gaping hole, and you fist the gaping hole and goes through, and then you pull out, and it just reforms back into solid wax.
Oh, that's fucked up. And that ends his turn. He doesn't
Alright.
have anything else.
Madeliene.
Alright, with my bonus action, I make my rapier appear in my hand, and I will stab my dear friend.
Okay.
Oh, no, I won't. That's an 8.
An 8 misses.
man.
Cool.
Same thing, just
Yep. That's, I think that's probably it. So, oh god.
Brittany, you're not gonna get to play because we're all gonna be dead.
that is a possibility.
Yep.
I'm keeping the stream PG. I'm just posting in the group chat.
Raphael like looks at everybody. Two long sword attacks.
Oh, did he have 3 last time? Sorry.
Yeah, he can do 2 long sword attacks and a short sword if he has a short sword drawn.
Oh fuck. Okay.
So that's a nat 1 on the first one.
Nice.
Second one is a 8 to hit. Short sword, here we go.
Woo! Way to go, girl pit!
Short sword, short sword, 14 to hit, misses. So just. Okay. That brings us to Wax Pit,
Come on, Justin.
who sits there, raises a hand. Actually, no. You watch as they collapse into a wax puddle, and the wax puddle disappears, reappears about 20 feet away as a bonus action, and then Scorching Ray. Spell capabilities! Alright, Scorching Ray. One is going to go for Milton Bradley, one is going to go for Eliott, and one is going to go for Madeliene. Because I'm not going to target the
thank you.
person who's not here. Alrighty. So, for Milton, that is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. You take 7 fire damage.
Wee.
And then Eliott. That is a 19 to hit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That is 9 fire damage.
Owie.
Yeah, make a ranged spell attack for each ray, so the damage is different for each ray. Okay. And then Madeliene. 24 to hit.
Yes.
That is 8 fire damage.
I mean, Pitt's a good character, but I'm not playing him.
That is Wax Pit's turn, bringing us to Eliott.
Okay. Staving off the flame that just hit him, he's going to look to the professor, who looks, he's struggling. I'm imagining
He's
3
at
hit points.
3 of 32.
Okay. He where Pitt was on the table, he slides his physician's bag and opens it, unclasps it, and he reaches in, and he opens. You could hear like something opening, and then like a squelching noise as he pulls out some bandages, and he begins to just wrap them around the professor to essentially try to heal up some of the wounds.
I imagine you're taking care because you know that
Yes,
touching this
very much
individual
so.
causes
It's
significant
essentially
amount
like
of pain.
a quick whip to kind of make it go around probably the worst wound that he has.
Okay.
So I'm using my healer's healing to spin an action to use my healer's kit to heal up. Okay, so it is 1d6 plus 4 plus HP equal to the creature's maximum number of hit die. Oh,
Which is their level.
that's nice. Okay, so you'll heal 1d6 plus 4 plus 4.
Yeah.
So 7 plus 4, so 11.
Woo.
And I
That's
can't
good.
use this on you for a short or long rest, so
Nice.
you're kind of tapped out at the moment
That's fine.
for that. So that's my action. My bonus action is limited to absolutely fucking nothing. He's going to kind of step in or get in a position where he's kind of blocked from Pitt's view. Is there any kind of like stacked barrels or any kind of like outcropping?
There's stacked
Yeah.
barrels. There's because they also technically Misty stepped like 20 feet back, so they're a little further back now. You could go back.
He just wants to make sure that he's
you could
obstructed.
You could back step like 10 feet out into the corridor, and like hug a wall.
Yeah, he'll do that. He'll kind of like
Okay.
step to the side.
Okay, cool. Anything else?
That's it for him.
All right, Thalia, seeing what's happening, and now Wax Pit is 20 feet away. Thalia's eyes kind of flare purple, and actually, yeah, Thalia's eyes are gonna flare purple, and just hums this really discordant song, and it's really creepy. Just I don't know, man. And wisdom save as Thalia casts Dissonant Whispers. Oh wait. Yep, Dissonant Whispers.
Shit.
Wisdom save is a 17. So that succeeds. So half damage and doesn't move away. Okay. And as Thalia casts it, it appears it's resistant to psychic damage as well. So that'll be 7 reduced to 3. 1 psychic damage. Thalia's like, oh my god, you guys, it's like resistant to psychic damage. I don't know how Thalia. Anyways, Professor.
Invigorated.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna let the suit do its work, and the suit's gonna run up on this thing and try to get another punch in.
Go for it.
This time it's gonna go for a downward strike
Okay.
to hopefully, present a different trajectory, so it's has a more difficult time dodging it. That's
Man, and the head kind of just collapses in on itself, and you just fist head, just and then fist free, just coated in wax.
Jesus.
That's rough, buddy.
I'm having
That's all I
the
got.
time of my
That's it.
life.
Done.
All right, Madeliene. Wax pit is 20 feet away.
I presume I was beside the table where they were doing the autopsy, so can I just like duck behind it and just cast Eldritch Blast at it?
Yeah, go for it.
So first is 17.
That hits.
Oh wait, no, that's only second level. So yeah, it's just one. So that is going to be 5 force damage.
Okay, so just and kind of like a I can't think of the name of it right now, but like one of those bags they use in like movies where somebody gets shot and it explodes out their back. It's kind of like that. Just wax just out the back and just splatters the wall.
That's it. That's all I got. I'm just hiding behind a table.
Okay. Raphael, seeing how bad his sword's attacks went on it, he's gonna sheath both, pull heavy crossbow off the back. 19 to hit, 16 plus 3 for 9 piercing damage. Just thunk. And Wax Pit's looking pretty bad. And that brings us to Wax Pit. Oh, I'm looking at Wax Pit's. I'm looking at Pit's spell. This is fun. Okay.
Do it, yeah.
They raise their hands in a familiar motion when you would see Pitt cast Agonazar Scorcher, and it's going to position the lines so it gets Milton and Eliott and Thalia.
I'm in a wall.
I'm in Madeliene.
Okay.
So this line of just fire, just. I need dex saves from Professor Milton, Bradley, Thalia, and Madeliene.
Do I get advantage because I'm behind a table?
No, that's not how it works.
Yeah, I know.
I do have advantage because it's a spell.
Correct. Thalia got a natural 20 for a 25.
Got a 5.
Okay. Alright, so Thalia and Milton take half damage. And Madeliene will take the full amount. So that is going to be... not great. Madeliene, you take 7 fire damage. And Professor and Thalia take 3. Oh, and Talia's resisting because she's holding the rose. So Thalia takes 1 fire damage.
Nice.
And which means the rose either... Yeah. Alright. That is actually... As a bonus action, gusts of air surround Wax Pit, and they fly up in the air 10 feet without provoking opportunity attacks as they use tempestuous magic. And they're now 10 feet in the air. Or 10 feet up. Anyways, Eliott.
Right. Eliott's gonna run back in. He's gonna slide to his bag and he's going to rifle through it. He's gonna grab a couple of those needles and he's gonna turn and he's gonna throw a dart, a needle at Flying Pit.
Go for it.
Oh my god. It's a 7?
Misses. Ting, ting, ting.
The fuck is this? All right.
I'm so proud of my girl.
Yeah, 2-weapon fighting. Yeah, he can do that. So he's
I'll
going
let you.
to-
You know what? I'll let you with 2-weapon fighting. I'll let you throw another dart if you want.
Well, it can. It says either weapon has to have the thrown property. You can
Yeah.
throw the weapon.
Go
Okay,
for it.
cool.
Go for
So
it,
he'll try to flick the another one
Go
at
for it. So this one would
for
just be
16.
16 does hit. This one is just the dice, no modifier though for damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that. It's a 1.
All right. Thunk. All right. Anything else?
He's gonna look into his bag and try to grab a few more. But yeah, that's his go.
Okay. Back to the top to Thalia. Talia's just gonna walk up. Oh, 10 feet in the air. You can still reach with 5 feet of reach though, because they're 10 feet up. Yeah, jump, stab. 21. And the wax just collapses into nothingness. Just into splotches on the floor. Wax pit is no more.
Okay. Eliott's gonna assess everyone in the room, see who looks messed up. I think Madeliene looks pretty. Yeah, he's gonna. Seeing that Pit's taken care of, he's going to take that opportunity to close the gap with his physician's bag, and he's going to grab another one of his ointments, and he's going to take a glob of it, and he's going to just start applying it generously to Madeleine's burns and wounds and such.
Okay.
So Madeliene, you will heal with my physician's help. 8 plus 4, so 12. 8 plus your level, so you'll heal 12.
Wonderful, thank you.
That's 2 uses of my healer's kit.
Ouch. Do you think it was because they were entrapped in the blob thing, or is this something about this plane now?
Good heavens, I hope not. I was in that blob as well.
Oh, yes, but you didn't die in it. You're still here.
Ellie's going to take a scalpel and approach the professor. Should we test? Let me see your finger.
No.
It's fine. I'll bandage it up. You'll be okay. All theories need to be attested, Professor.
He holds out the finger, but it's still in the suit. He just waits for you to figure that shit out.
He turns it like this. And he'll put it away. Fine. Maybe your suit will contain whatever wax thing you become if you become one.
Oh, fine.
And he'll like adjust, he'll like touch the medallion thing, and the gauntlet will retract.
He'll just do a little tiny slice, just enough to like draw blood if there is blood.
You want to kill me? Ouch.
Okay, 1 damage. And blood, no wax.
Yeah, that puts me into bloodied range.
All right,
now.
wisdom save.
Okay.
No.
Oh,
Ellie's gonna get mollywopped by this
The
goddamn
DC,
armor.
I have the DC as it's your current level times 2.
12.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
He's gonna reach into his bag, and he's gonna take out a smaller like finger cap bandage, and he's gonna like give it to the professor. He's gonna like, here, I'm not touching that.
Right. Of course.
We need to find a workaround with that, Professor, because I'm not going to be able to help if you are struggling again without my, he kind of looks at his hands.
Yes, that is quite a conundrum.
Maybe you can attempt to control it, focus it. I don't know.
I don't even know what it is.
Painful.
I was cursed because of this damn armor wanted to save Thalia.
Well, she just to save us, so... No, that was Raphael. Who was that? I don't remember.
Hindsight.
What?
All right. So Eliott, just by the way that y'all see Eliott now that he's like things have settled and shit is no longer hitting the fan. Eliott's places where he would be bleeding or like have wounds, his skin is like that blue color, but there's a like a silvery, almost like molasses type blood that is kind of oozing out, and he'll just occasionally wipe it away. But yeah, so just so you know.
That's weird.
You bleed blood, I bleed other stuff.
What's other stuff?
What I'm made of?
What are you made of? I'm curious.
Uh,
Ugh.
uh,
We're already done
it's
with
a
question
it's a
professor,
discussion.
discussion open.
I don't know exactly how to dissect it, if you will.
How about you just tell us what you are?
I'm not human. I was created.
Your construct.
Well, sure. I'm nothing like your armor, though. It's a little different.
How
Oh.
different?
I
I have
possess
been studying on this subject for a while, so I don't know if you lie.
I've been granted a flicker of what you would call a soul essence, life essence, enough to sustain my own self.
Only a little soul?
I don't know the full, study of it all, or I know some of it, but I don't have the knowledge of creating another of my kind. I'm not the only one, well, that I know of.
Fascinating. Where did you say you come from again?
Which domain? I didn't ever say where I came from.
So, where do you come from?
Very good question that I will get to in a second. I need to pull up my...
Haslan.
Is that what it is? Yeah. Haslands. Yes.
Ah, I'm from Labordia.
Don't know what that is, but
I'm from the carnival.
delightful.
Labordia is a realm of science and progress.
It's not too far. Well, Haslands is focused more on erratic magics, not necessarily science.
Mumbo jumbo.
Well,
One
some of
man's
what you
magic
do.
is another man's science.
Oh, that's very true.
There's a
That's very
method
true.
to most things.
A scientific and a magical method. Sometimes both.
Mhm.
Sometimes one or the other.
Whether or not the method is rational. If the method works, it works.
Speaking of the method, now go over to where the pile of wax has
Okay.
accumulated. Are
Yeah.
they in a puddle, like snowman just melted in a place?
Yeah,
sort of
it's
thing?
just a puddle of like spunk. No, it's a puddle of wax. Yeah.
Spunk?
Oh god.
Snap it around a little bit and watch it jiggle.
Yeah, it's a
Like
big.
play that
it's,
funky music? Like-
it's a big puddle of just wax.
White
there's
stuff.
there's
Gotcha.
stuff floating in it.
Oh lord. Alright, is there anything I'll take a cursory glance. I'm not gonna wade through, but is there anything at a cursory glance that would be useful to our endeavors or our interest?
There's a prosthetic limb, a leg, and a false eye.
Huh.
as well as a gun. No.
Perfect.
So, anyways, I started blast.
Yeah, there's a a false. Just the only things that are like left that haven't turned into gunk is the prosthetic leg, the false eye, and 400 gold coins.
Well then, I'll pick
Oh,
up
a
the
pouch.
400 gold.
Oh,
Yes. No,
Eliott goes.
it's
what is that?
from the feel of it, it's probably about 400 gold. We.
Oh, that's fine. He's gonna pluck the prosthetic eye.
Okay.
Does anyone else I'll ask not enthusiastically and just pocket it. Unless someone asks for it. Well, perhaps we can set these aside to a proper burial at some point. I'm not quite sure what to do with this.
We're the sewer.
just-
Flush it down.
That's
Yeah, fair
true. Yeah,
enough.
we could do that.
Yeah. Do you have something around here that I can just use as a shovel or something?
I have.
Oh wait,
I
I
don't.
just prestidigitation it. Does that work?
It's a tiny shovel.
To do what?
Would prestidigitation quote unquote clean the stuff on the floor,
Oh.
or is it still like
no.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll just take like the lid of a crate or a shovel or something that I can use to start.
Okay.
Awful.
While you're cleaning, I think I should let you all know that I saw into the past the caged bit, you know, where the thing came from, was going to. It looked like a where these others are being created. So we know the source, at least.
Oh, I thought that the source was at the wax museum.
Maybe there's multiple areas where they're
Oh,
helming these changes.
Hmm. It's been a hot minute, so could you remind me the glass what is it called? Coffins in that room. Did they look like living people or wax figures? Like, could we tell?
You couldn't really tell because
Okay.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I, for one, I don't actually know the time, but I wouldn't mind a short rest, if anything, just to catch our breath and, well, you know, mourn. But I'm interested to know what's in there. I mean, do you think we could, any of us, sneak our way in?
not me, no.
I move pretty quietly, as long as I don't have my shoes on.
I'd be with a shot.
I will be, well, not very effective until we have some sort of longer rest. I am quite exhausted.
When was that gala or ball or whatever it was? When is that supposed to be?
It's in 4 days' time. Invites go out in 2 days' time.
Okay, so we need to find a way to acquire an invite for all of us. Yes.
Would I know how guests work? Do we all need our individual ones?
Yep.
Oh, we know one for sure.
Yes.
Back at the
The
museum.
Wax Museum owner is supposed to get one in 2 days' time.
So we could figure that out. Doing that.
I suspect that we could probably steal them from the individuals who have been turned. I mean, if all and I'll gesture to the map, which I think is still up on a wall or something. No one took it down.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone in these areas, probably. We could start going through mailboxes. With a shot.
Indeed.
In 2 days, obviously, not now.
But do we know if this creature is a sort of hive mind, or if it's as when it splits or reproduces, it has those little parts independent.
Not
I mean-
sure.
I mean, it could be a. Either way, I mean, back at the museum, it seemed as though they moved with all a purpose, and they stopped once we were beyond the threshold.
And I haven't heard anything come down the hallways. And presumably, if it were a hive mind, it would call others down to it to fight with them. So perhaps we're in the clear for that.
Well, we do know that we didn't quite need to call anyone down either. So,
It could have put its hive to a higher alert now, if it is part of one.
and it would recognize all of us as well.
Raphael, looks like we are going to need some change of clothes for all of us. Again.
Alright. He gives you all a change of clothes.
Just got partway through doing character art for all the other outfits. Now I have to do new outfits.
Yeah.
Uh,
Alright, so where are we going exactly? Are we resting? I believe we. Yeah, what? Hello?
I would appreciate.
We have had
it,
enough time
please.
for a long rest, so we could do a longer one. Enough time has passed.
Yes,
Yes,
I
we
would
might as
like
well.
a nap.
Right. So.
He's gonna walk over to the door that leads into this place, and he's just gonna start pushing a lot of the heavy crates up against it.
Yep. That tracks.
And he points to all of the weird bedrolls that are rolled out on the cold floor. Whatever one suits your fancy.
Kapoof. And
Alright.
Professor's just gonna collapse.
Yep. I'm a read and then I will collapse.
Eliott will be. He'll take the first watch, but he's gonna be. Yeah, he doesn't have to sleep, so he'll be up the. He'll be up the entire time.
Alright. Everyone gets the benefits of a long rest. Except Eliott, because, like, man, come on. No, also, Eliott, you can easily retrieve your darts that you threw.
Oh yeah, thank you.
They're, like, stuck in the wax gunk, so you have to, like, fish them out.
That's fine. He'll take time to do that.
It means 8 hours passes, which means it's finally day 3, I think, of this camp.
God.
Let me see.
Just the longest days.
Yep, we're officially on day 3. Because you started on the first of the second moon. It is now 4th of the second moon. Alrighty. You all come to the door. Nothing has broken into this room. There are no wax creatures. The wax that was Pit, however, is missing.
Gross.
It's just gone. We all wake up, feeling fine.
Is the leg still there?
Yes, the leg and the eye still are. Also, the room feels a little weird, like some sort of corruption. Not corruption, but like feels like something not great has started to fester. Like the room just feels colder and creepier. I don't really know how to like. You wake up and there's kind of like a little bit of like there's somebody watching us, but nobody's watching you.
The vibes are off.
The vibes are just a tiny bit off, and that's just because of somebody's gift.
Eliott is going to collect the leg and the eye.
Okay.
And he's going to. Can he move some of the boxes so he can look outside the door?
Yep.
Okay. there anything? Anybody coming? Anybody?
Nope, just a sewer.
Right. He's going to stash the leg.
Okay.
It'll keep the eye. He'll keep it in its.
Okay, you're gonna
he'll
keep
put
the
it in its
eyeball.
He'll keep it in its physician's bag.
Okay.
So, Pitt's fake eyeball. Got it.
Yep.
Cool.
Some strange inventory items.
Oddly, it weighs 25 pounds. No, I'm kidding.
Never mind. He uses it to throw it at people.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time.
But yeah, you all wake up. Can do whatever you need to do. It is a new day. You're still in the sewer.
Hey, your turn.
Would we start to canvass a little to see if we can find anyone that's actually alive? Have you found anyone? I ask our intrepid Raphael.
I'm not too sure. I assume most of the people living at the estate would be untouched, because the elemental, whatever that thing was, it was keen on replacing the Duchess. I'm not too sure about everybody else. The only people I was aware of that have changed were the woman you all fought in the streets that exploded down here, and then the museum owner, and then all those people we saw on your property when we walked by your house.
So that's it. The rest of the population. Well, you said you wanted to check the women. The cottages just outside the city
More so,
limits.
that's a place I haven't looked because they creep me out.
No, that's fine.
Wasn't that room that we were just in a little while ago? Wasn't that full of people in glass cases?
Yeah, about it was hundreds of people. Yeah, so all those people could be replaced as well. And we didn't really have enough time to look through and see if there's anybody recognizable.
Well,
Maybe we should.
try that.
Yeah, the three people, the three women. Is that what you were referring to, Madam?
The crooked houses?
Hmm.
We could try the crooked houses, but I am
Yeah,
not
I was-
going inside. You all could take the lead on that one. They creep me
I mean,
out.
at least speak to them at the very.
Old people creep me out. No offense, Professor.
I think
Oh,
the professor
Dante.
freaks everyone out.
Old people are just creepy. There was this movie called The Visit. Mm.
Even a puppet play.
I don't know. Ugh. I'll let you all decide where we go today. I'm tired of making decisions.
Alright, here's my thought. We want to make sure that we get enough invitations to get us all into the party 3 days hence now. What if today we go to the women to see if there's any information to be had there. Sorry. And then tomorrow or tonight, if we're still up in fighting form, we can take a look at the coffins, because we'd want to do that right before we start to pilfer from any of the mailboxes.
Oh
To make
yes,
sure.
you would recognize some of those people in the coffins, and then we could go to their place of residence and pilfer
Exactly.
them.
Yes. So anyway, that's my thought. So the crooked houses, and then if we're feeling up to it, the glass coffins.
Alright. Eliott? Hello? Oh, Eliott must have gone inert. That's alright.
Yes, well, I am behind this idea.
Alright. That sounds like what we're doing then.
Wonderful. the way, I suppose.
Starts poking Eliott to see if Eliott comes out of like his inertia or his inert state. Eliott, are you still inert?
No, sorry. Just a little frazzled from yesterday.
Why are you
Just-
frazzled? Nothing
Well-
serious. Nothing serious happened.
Everyone almost died, so
Oh yeah, I tuned it out. I forgot. I repressed.
thing to do.
I repressed bad memories.
No, that's fine.
that's what that was. It was a memory wipe.
Okay,
Joking.
I think we're going to the crooked houses.
Indeed.
All right,
That doesn't mean anything to me, but okay, let's go.
or the three odd gables actually. There, but the three crooked houses. Old grandmothers lived there, and they helped people out.
Well, then they'll help us. Grandmothers, Professor.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Professor.
Maybe you would have a keen word with them. Work
Oh,
your.
I don't know
People
about
these days,
that.
you know?
But we are still trying not to stand out, yes? We have to be in the correct uniforms.
What would I know about the lands outside of the city, as far as outfits go?
There isn't much outside of the city.
So would it matter if we're dressed up?
Nope.
Well, to get through the city, you have to be dressed up, but outside the city, not so much. So, unless Raphael, you have a way for us to get through the city unseen, might be best to just dress up for the sake of it, just to be safe.
All right. Fair enough. All right. Okay.
So, yes, no?
Yes, dressing up.
Dressing up, and then once we get to the meadows and forests outside of the city, we're good. The countryside of Chateaufour.
The professor's going to take the armor off and have it just rest in the amulet.
Okay. Should we bring Pitt's remains with us? Maybe, I don't know, something to do.
Good
Yeah.
heavens, no.
Vials or something, we could bring some. For whatever reason.
I mean, there's hills and forests out there. We could bury what's left.
We'll bury her leg. How about that? I hid it away.
All right. What about the eye?
I'm gonna keep that.
Alright. Sounds like a
Okay,
plan.
I guess
Let's
he's
get-
all right with that.
All right, let's go.
Off we go.
Mm. We traverse.
Okay, you traverse.
Heading.
You get out of the sewer. And you start walking down the streets. It's early in the morning, so no one's really out yet. Like, no one's out yet. And you eventually, after it's only like a couple hundred feet. How much feet are you going? That's 500. That's 1,000. So you're only walking about 1,500 feet, which isn't a lot. So, okay. So as you leave the city and you get out into like this this large swath of countryside with summer estates and prosperous farms and small little villages of like 3 houses or something. Like it's not a lot. And as you exit, the mists kind of border along this country region, so you don't get to see the full vastness of this country region, just little swaths of it. And you eventually come to these woods, and under the eaves of these woods, the entrance of these woods, are 3 very crooked-looking, decrepit, almost wooden houses with a very much like French Renaissance in their design, and there are candle lights in the windows, and the smell of cooking stew and bread and baked goods wafting out the windows. Here we are.
Delicious.
Ooh, this is nice. Not used to this.
And he's like smelling and like kind of taking in the environment.
Okay, it smells like pies and cookies and all sorts of things. Cupcakes, muffins, breakfast foods like sausage, eggs, bacon.
This is nice for a change.
Why do I get the feeling they're evil muffins or something?
What? Of
Evil
course not. Of course not. This is... We should... Why do anything? We should just stay here and relax for a few days.
Or at least one more before we need to get the invite. Once we get those, then we can come back and relax and have meals and make merry until we have to go to that ball.
Indeed.
Why don't you go introduce yourself, Professor?
Yeah, Professor, you're the old one, so you know how to speak to elderly people.
Oh, yes, of course. And he'll
Talk about your hips or something.
And he'll try to straighten up, but he's got like such a like crook that he's like,
Nope, that's about as straight as I can stand.
and he'll like saunter up.
Okay.
Wait, what am I asking? What is going on?
Just talk to... I don't know. They help people out. It's known that they help people out.
Asking for denture paste.
Yeah.
Effort is old people need.
Okay. So there's 3 houses. Which one do you want to knock on? Left, right, middle. Oh wait, they're all connected, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, just smack dab in the middle.
Door opens, and there is this kindly looking grandmother in a shawl, curly gray hair, rosy cheeks, a big smile, kind of small little glasses, like reading glasses. She smells like strawberries and pie and all these other baked goods, and she goes, "Oh, hello. How may I assist you?"
Oh, hi, I am Professor Milton Bradley. Are
She
you a
holds
wax
out
person?
She holds out a wrinkly old hand.
Are you a wax person?
No. Why would I be wax?
He'll reach out, take the hand in, and just kind of like
It feels like an
softly kind of
Yeah,
mush it
feels like-
around to
feels like
see
an
if it's
old-
waxy.
Hard to tell because it feels like an old person hand.
Yeah. Well, he has intimate knowledge of
Yeah,
how
it
old
feels like
and how waxy
it
feels.
feels like an
so-
old person's hand. Cold,
Alright.
wrinkly, very bony.
All right, gang, I think we're good.
And you see two other elderly women pop their heads out from behind this doorway, and you can smell like the door opens. You can smell like the wafting scent of baked goods and sizzling bacon, and the 2 elderly women almost look the same, but there's slight variations. Like one has long hair down to the shoulders, and other one has a hair down up in like 2 buns, and like, "Oh, we have company. Come in, everyone. We make breakfast. Do you want breakfast?"
Oh, yes. What are all of your names?
Not in the book.
Justin's like, panic!
Not in the book. I'm Birdie, the one you shook the hand. I'm Bunny, and I'm Dee Dee.
Bertie, Bunny, and Dee Dee.
Yes. They seem really fixated on Thalia a little bit, though. Like, "Oh, you're interesting."
Oh, you swing it that way. Okay.
No, they point to Thalia's hooves. Well, come in,
Are we-
everyone. Breakfast is
Yes.
getting cold.
Yes.
Yes.
So, are you aware that there are like wax people invading your domain?
Yeah. That's why we stay this. That's why we're staying out of the city.
Oh, that is quite smart. I wish I could do so.
They only seem interested in people in this city. And one of them hands a small little mince pie to Eliott.
He
And then-
takes it.
and then slides a mince pie to everybody else. And a cup of coffee. And some
Oh.
bacon and eggs. And
Why,
blood
thank
pudding.
you.
And grilled mushrooms and roasted tomatoes.
Getting hungry.
Basically, everyone's getting a full English breakfast.
Yes.
So black pudding, mushrooms, egg, yeah, everything.
Elliot's gonna go through the motions of eating, but
Make
yeah.
it make for this purpose of this. Make a either deception or persuasion check.
Ooh, neither of those are good.
Out of hand.
That's a 14.
14. All right, cool. So, what else can we be of service? Most people come to us for medicinal aid and other things.
You know where the wax invasion's coming from. What are they?
Not sure.
You have seen a combination of construct and goo, waxy goo, and metal parts.
That's very strange.
Yes, syringes that.
We stopped going into the city when people started acting strange. And one was melting in an alleyway, so that's when we decided to stop coming into the city and just mind our own business.
It seems as though they can transfer souls from one person to themselves.
Oh. That's new. That must be difficult.
You know who they started with? Like, what parts of the city were corrupted first?
They started with the people that wouldn't be missed. The people from the poorer districts of the city. Must have been an experiment to see how well they could do it.
Well, they've been pretty successful of what we've seen. I shed any light on it.
Raphael at this point, Raphael slowly comes into the building and sits down.
Oh, our friend Raphael.
Yeah, no offense, I'm just scared of old people. They just smile and nod at him.
The only thing that I could think is that, is there, I mean, so no one has come and visited you regarding this?
Oh, people come to visit us all the time, but not regarding this, no.
Alright, so,
Do you have any
Yes.
guidance?
Pardon?
Do you have any guidance for us?
No. Are you investigating the matter?
Yes, we're trying to destroy whatever it is that's killing everyone.
Do you have any leads on where they might go next?
Masquerade.
Do you have invitations? Otherwise, you're not getting in.
one that we can acquire.
And there's how many of you trying to get in?
More than one. The plan was to, well, see if we can acquire some other ways, more underhandedly, perhaps.
We could help. if you're interested.
You get invited to the masquerade.
We have ways of helping people get to the masquerade. We've done it before.
Perfect.
All right.
Sounds good.
Indeed, we would be
Eating.
appreciative of it.
You guys are the professor for 3 hours. We will return promptly.
We're not interested in the professor.
He's a very educated man. He has plenty of tales to tell.
It's the early morning hours. I've had a full meal. I am quite energetic.
All we could ask is a bit of your time to keep us company, each and every one of you. That's our price.
Surprise
How much
people.
time are we thinking?
A few hours?
Does it have
We
to
have-
be one at a time, or can it be?
No,
as a
we have
group?
errands to do
Okay.
in the woods, and we could use some strong people such as yourselves. And they all look at Professor Milton Bradley and kind of bat their eyelashes and smile a little. We could use strong people such as yourselves to help us run an errand in the woods. We have to gather some mushrooms.
Something
You
like
guys
that.
would see like Milton Bradley like he goes to like kind of not, you know how people stand different when they're like
Yeah.
kind of flexing, but he's wearing like a suit so it doesn't really show, and his arms are essentially just bones with like a little bit of sinew.
I was trying to
it's like,
show out.
Make
I don't
a
know about that.
make a nah. You don't need to make anything for that. Would you be interested in helping us?
And you could acquire us at least, at minimum, 5.
We could require enough. We could acquire enough for your whole group here.
Oh yes, that would be good.
Can we get a few extra just in case some of us lose ours?
No.
All right, well, I tried. Everybody hold
For-
on to your tickets. We'll have
for
one
Brittany's
extra.
future character, yeah.
Oh wait, we'll have one extra. That's right.
All right. Well, they all stand up. Finish your meals.
Delicious.
Raphael just slowly eats, like, because he's creeped up by old people, so he's still eating slowly. Thalia just gobbles that shit down.
I keep an eye on Thalia for a little bit just to see if she's affected at all by the food. You know, poisoned or other things that food can do.
Can't really tell.
Okay.
Acid reflux, heartburn.
Yeah, allergies, you know, the usual.
Only Bradley has it all, but not until tomorrow.
Yeah, it's delayed.
He's gonna be a mess tomorrow.
Poor thing. They will give you a laxative concoction. You'll be fine. You'll be good to go.
Okay. All right. Let us go into the woods.
Why the woods?
We have to get mushrooms, and you're going to help us get them.
Oh, all right.
That was our price, and your friends agreed to it.
Big, strong professor. You know, you're really good at plucking mushrooms from the ground and spotting them, right?
I have
Professor?
never done such a thing.
Well,
I
he's
am a
being
professor
modest.
of mechanical engineering. I don't touch dirty mushrooms.
Well, they do now, dear. That's
All
good.
right, I do now.
And he like kicks the dirt.
All right. Those of you who have eaten, which is everybody, even Eliott,
Oh boy.
you do feel a weird foggy sensation come over you. And I need everyone to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh god.
Eliott
Please.
and the professor have advantage.
Please
DC
don't
is
fuck me.
20.
Oh god. I
Oh,
got an 18. Oh no.
Oh.
I knew it. Never trust mincemeat
Alright.
pies.
Eliott, what'd you get?
8.
You just you just kind of like turn off. Professor.
19.
Okay.
Oh no.
So you all see Eliott kind of just head on the table first because Eliott rolled low. Madeliene.
18.
Okay, Thalia's next. Then Madeliene. Then Raphael. And then the professor. All one by one, just.
Wait, I haven't. What is? Ooh.
And
Don't
as you
do anything untoward to my body.
and as you all pass out, we're gonna actually have a quick break, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. So 10 minutes. See you all very soon. back. So everybody has had breakfast with some old ladies. Fell unconscious while eating with said old ladies. And one by one, you all smell, minus Eliott, you all smell what smells like, dirt, moss. Nature.
Nature.
And as you all, one by one, come to, you're all tied to a big tree. Each of you. So you're all currently restrained. And you're tied to a big tree. And walking along the circumference of the tree are the three old ladies. And one by one, their bones begin to and their forms begin to shift into three green-skinned women with boils and warts all over their faces, long, greasy white hair, and their once nice-looking elderly clothes, shawls and everything, are now rotting and mossy and gross. Fingernails are long and black and rotting, moss-covered teeth, and all three just turn to you all and go, "Did you sleep well, children?"
Oh, well, we just got done with a long sleep, so... I mean, this is an early morning nap for me, so I suppose so.
You're in the forest. We just needed to take a little bit more for the price.
And what exactly?
Wait, is my dick still here?
It is not. No. You see each of them hold up a vial containing blood from each of you. However, one of them was holding a vial that looks like there was a silver fluid in it. We took blood from each of you for safekeeping. And we tied you up.
Asked.
We tied you up just to make sure you weren't gonna be violent.
We're pretty level-headed, I would like to think. A little bit of blood, foraging for mushrooms. Do we still have to do that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, even trade. You should have just asked for my blood in the first place.
Good luck getting it out of him.
They put the blood back into their clothes. All right. And you look up in the sky, and at this point it's probably getting dark for nighttime.
Huh.
I hope you find your way back to the city.
Wait. How are we going to get our tickets from you if you just leave us here?
You'll have to find where our house is.
Oh.
And
So
one
it's
by
a
one, they
game.
just walk off into the woods in separate directions. None of them follow each other, and they walk off into the woods and disappear. And the mists kind of
I
swirl around.
can tell you one thing. I'm not walking around in the goddamn forest again.
But you're all
Or
currently
jungle.
restrained.
Is it rope or something else?
It is vines that seem to be growing out of the tree.
Can I magic a dagger into my hand and cut it?
Yeah. You go to cut it with the dagger, and the dagger doesn't seem to do anything to the vines because it is not a magical dagger.
Yeah, it
And
is.
Eliott? Oh.
It's my packed weapon.
Oh right.
Or a packed weapon.
Yeah. Make a. They can't be harmed by damage, but you can make an athletic. You can make a breakout of a restraint athletics check.
Okay, that's gonna go. Interestingly, that's a 7.
You try to use the dagger to help you pry the vines off, and they're not budging.
Can Eliott dislocate his shoulders to try to get a better stance to push off a bit? He doesn't have a skeleton, but
Yeah, you don't.
yeah.
So there's.
he's still solid, so it's gonna like.
I'll say
Break.
I'll say for your purpose of trying to break out of this, it's the same thing, athletics check, but yeah.
Natural 20 for a
Okay.
21.
You
Gosh.
dislocate your shoulders, but there's no bones. There's no like weird, gross sound. You just dislocate them, and it looks very grotesque.
That's gross.
And you kind of just like a limp noodle, just like slop out of the vines and go like a liquid onto the forest floor, and you're no longer restrained.
But fascinating.
And it'll pop up, shift his shoulders back so they all lock into place, so he's full solid again. Good luck, and he's gonna start walking.
What direction? Northeast. What? You don't know the directions. So what direction?
He's gonna walk about 10 feet, and then he'll turn around.
Okay, Thalia is gonna do an athletics check to try to break out. 13. Nope.
He's gonna go to the professor, and he's going to. All right, I'm going to pull, and you are going to do whatever you can.
What
Do you want to?
mean, do whatever I can?
Do you want to get out of these vines?
Yes, I have slept enough.
Okay, so you do what you can to break out. I'm going to try what I can, and he's going to attempt to help the professor
Okay.
break out.
Athletics check with advantage.
All right, and this is a -3, so 17.
17. You, with Eliott's assistance, break out.
Because he's not wearing the suit or anything, so.
Oh yeah, so you're the sort of old man.
Oh,
He's gonna want to check. He's gonna like hit him with the bag to kind of keep him up, so he doesn't like stumble or
hey.
anything.
oh,
I'm not touching you unless necessary. Could you use that on the vines?
use what?
Like use your hands to try to hurt the vines, like what you do to.
Oh, yes, this is a new thing for me, so I should give it a shot.
He puts his hand on the vines and uses his action to pump some necrotic into it.
Okay. Give me a hot second. I'll itch my nose. Okay, make an unarmed strike.
That's a 10.
Oh shit! Actually, grappled by it. Never mind. A 10. That does hit the vines.
Woo! Alright. Do I roll damage?
Yeah, you roll a d10 for necrotic damage.
Yeah. Why does it say +3? Oh, that's because of the... Okay, so -3 from whatever the total is here. Yeah, so 5. 5 necrotic damage.
And because of that, because of this trait, it ignores resistances as well. So, the vines kind of just go.
Oh, he's just using his old man hand because he doesn't have the armor on yet, so he just uses his creepy gnarled old man hands and touches it, and it's just like.
As you do, one of the vines like squirts a liquid, and I need you to make a dex save as it's coming right for your face.
Oh. -2 to this dex save.
Yep.
So 5.
5. This thick, warm red liquid just, and the vines break.
All right.
So whoever was restrained by those vines is no longer restrained. I don't remember who it was.
Madeliene.
Okay, Madeliene, you're no longer restrained.
Appreciated.
Thalia is going to do another athletics check. Just like...
All right. Oh, where's Raphael?
Oh right, he's here too. I'm over here, and you see he's kind of like ensnared by the roots of the tree. He's kind of like he's partially under the tree. He's like, hello.
He'll go help.
Okay.
Raphael.
Athletics check for Raphael. Oh yeah, he just breaks it with his bare hands and crawls up from under the tree, dusts himself off.
Yeah, Milton's gonna help Thalia as well.
Okay. Thalia also finally gets out.
Okay, cool.
So you're all out. And as this happens, a mouth opens up on the tree, and it kind of looks like the mouth of like a creepy jack-o'-lantern. And it says, "You completed the first test. A few more until you get your gift." And the mouth opens, like a yawning, like the sound of a creaking, groaning tree. It opens, and a stench of overwhelming rot just blasts out from the interior of the tree, and like 30 or so corpses, one by one, just tumble out with the same kind of bruises where you guys were restrained by the vines they have on their wrists, ankles, necks, and everything. And you can get a sense, hey, these are probably the people who didn't succeed on this first test when they came to talk to the hags. And inside the mouth of the tree, as the tree relaxes and goes to being no longer awakened rather, there is a large leather chest, about 6 feet long, 6 feet tall, made of humans, like it's made of human flesh, of this massive chest.
It's a cube.
Basically, a cube of
Nice.
flesh that looks like a chest with a latch and
Nice.
everything.
He'll take his scalpel, and he'll try to just cut it open.
Blood just gushes out, warm, coagulated blood, just like jello, like squeezes out of the cut like a tube of toothpaste. Just
Can he try to cut it open? Is that possible?
yeah, that's how this chest is opened.
Oh, lovely. So he'll just. Eliott is unfazed. Me, I fucking hate this, but Eliott's just gonna continue cutting through.
Like a butcher.
Okay.
He's less of a butcher, more of a like
Little surgeon, yeah.
yeah, physician's hand. Like it's
Okay.
like a skilled
As you
slice.
do, you see little fingers come out of the cut, like little like a baby fingers, like baby hands, just like.
Can he punch it?
You're gonna
Oh,
punch the baby as it's like opening up this wound like this, and it pushes its head out. You see
Does it look like a
this-
child?
You
Okay.
see a baby, completely hairless like a baby is, deep black pits where the eyes should be. No lower jaw, its tongue just like.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh
it's
yeah.
like,
It's
and it's
just
pulling itself out.
just a mollywop right to the face. Just whap. Just a quick jab.
Make an unarmed. Oh yeah, make an unarmed strike against the baby.
That's what you get for crawling out of a creepy. That's not great. 14.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
6.
Oh, goddamn. Oh, right, you're a monk.
And as it spills outward, you see it has a long trailing body like a snake, and it's covered in like spider legs, like, and it just slops out and is no longer moving.
He's gonna just toss it back. Is there anything else in this?
You can see a lot of shit inside the chest. Like, it looks like valuables from whoever these people were.
Hey, he'll take the chest and pull it all the way out.
Okay. And as you're pulling the chest out of the tree, you pull it out like a good couple feet, but it's getting caught on something. Like, it feels like you can't fully pull it out. Like, there's something connecting the chest inside the tree.
So it's like a drawer. It's like a pull-out drawer.
No, you pull the whole chest out of the mouth, but it's catching,
okay.
and it feels like there's something like holding it into the tree, and you kind of like peek around, and there's this long strand of like wet flesh connecting the chest to the inside of the tree, like a membrane.
Like it's a Like it's a.
So this is literally
Yeah,
like
it's
a
like
fucking.
it's like the membrane under your tongue.
But this is like a
Lord.
placenta. This reminds me of a placenta, to be
Sure.
honest.
All right.
Like an
'Cause it just-
umbilical cord.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Cord.
Sure.
He'll-
yeah.
yeah,
You know
he'll-
what? Yeah.
he'll
It
slice
looks
it.
like an umbilical cord.
he'll slice it.
Okay. It just spurts coagulated red jello. Literally spurt. It just like squeezes out like.
Ugh, God, I fucking hate this.
Madeline pukes.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Raphael's
Madeline
like.
vomits?
Raphael's just like, what the fuck? This is why I don't like old people.
Elliott's gonna start digging through things and like anything that
it's
looks.
wet and sloppy.
That's where we find out that Eliott just killed Brittany's new character. This baby centipede.
Wow, Brittany, we're rolling out a character.
Okay. Hello, Eliott.
Hello.
So, there are there are 4 things in the chest. There isn't anything for Raphael because he's an NPC. But there's 4 things in the chest. Roll me
It's a shoe.
roll me a D100 for the first thing you pull out.
100. What's that? That's this one. That is a 96.
You
Should
pull
write this
out
down.
a wet. You pull out a wet.
That's that nothing good starts with that.
a wet.
You pull out a wet 60-foot silk rope. But the rope, you get a good look at it, you wipe the gunk off. Oh, wait. This is just an umbilical cord, but it's 60 feet long, but it's fashioned into a rope. And it's technically a rope of climbing, but it's made of an umbilical cord.
Nice. That's a great item.
Umbilical cord.
But it's the
of
magic. It's the
climbing.
magic item, rope of climbing, but it's an umbilical cord.
Delicious.
I was gonna say umbilical cord of climbing.
Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna hate these notes that I take. Okay. Yeah, he's just fishing them out at this point.
Wait, Eliott, did you find something?
He'll toss the coiled rope or the coiled up umbilical cord
Okay.
to the professor.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Ew.
Why would you?
I didn't see what happened.
I hate that. I hate everything about that, Garrett.
I didn't.
Justin, I mimed this.
Oh, okay. So there are
real.
3 more. There are 3 more things in there if you want to keep digging, Eliott.
Yeah, he'll keep digging.
Roll me another D100.
All right. 77. Going high.
Okay. It's a small packet. But the packet is made, it looks like it's fashioned from a kidney. And inside the packet is 10 pinches of dust of dryness. So it's dust of dryness, which you can find on D&D Beyond. But the packet is made from a little kidney. So you're all watching Eliott pull out the 60-foot long umbilical cord, and then a kidney that's been fashioned into like a little packet / wallet.
He'll kind of offer it up as he's continuing. Yeah, he's just gonna keep on digging
All right,
through.
give me another one.
God, another 96.
It looks like it's supposed to be a backpack with a central pouch and 2 side pouches, but it's made of stitched together humanoid stomachs. And it is essentially a Heward's handy haversack, but made of stitched together stomachs.
Humanoid stomach.
So you can see that it resembles this big backpack, but it just stitched together stomachs and awfulness.
Stitch stomachs, haversack.
I somehow doubt we'll be able to get through town with our masquerade going on without our backs.
Human body, yeah, last one.
Yep, go for it.
Okay. 85. I rolled
High
incredibly
roller.
high,
Yeah.
for all of them.
Damn.
Okay. You pull out what looks like a bird feather, but made of human hair and skin. And I need you to roll me another D100.
I hate everything about that. 66.
Okay. This is a Qual's feather token, but the tree one. You must be outdoors to use this token. You can use an action to touch it to an unoccupied space on the ground. The token disappears, and in its place, a non-magical oak tree springs into existence. The tree is 60 feet tall and has a 5-foot diameter trunk, and its branches at the top spread out to a 20-foot radius. So basically, you use it once, it gets consumed, and turns into a massive oak tree. But it's a feather that's made of human skin and human hair. And it is a Qual's feather token, and it's the tree version.
Right. So just so I know, we have a rope of climbing, just for quick, a pouch of dust of dryness,
Yep.
A handy haversack, and a Qual's feather token tree. All
Yep.
right. Eliott's gonna Elliott's gonna put the small. He'll put the feather and the kidney pouch or he'll put the feather in his bag. Do you want any of these things? I mean, the bag might come in handy.
Yeah, you said it was it like big backpack size?
Yeah, it's
like,
a haversack. It's like a big backpack that you strap to your back and.
Yeah, like one of the. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
But it's a bunch of fucking stomachs.
Can I have the rope?
Professor, are you finished gnawing on it?
What? Oh, you saw that? Yes.
A rope of climbing.
All right, so. Okay, cool.
And I'm gonna change the name to umbilical cord of climbing.
Horrifying.
Yes.
That leaves the handy haversack made of stomachs and the dust of dryness.
I'll take the dust if that's all right with you, Professor.
Oh yes. I don't need any magic items. I've got a keen mind to make some of my own, perhaps at some point. I'm getting a lot of ideas.
From this.
Oh yes. I saw that look. So you'll mark my words. I will have something unique and interesting in a few days.
All right. Elliott's gonna open his cigarette case after wiping the nastiness from his hands and forearms. He very much looks like the old-timey, those old movies where the doctors roll up their sleeves to about like right here, and he's just like covered. He's essentially he's just literally taking it like a squeegee with his hand and just licking it off. And he'll take the cigarette case and pull a cigarette out, and he's actually gonna light this one.
Eliott, can I just gesture the way you've seen her gesture for.
He'll pass her the lit one.
Oh no, I was going to, and I'll
Oh.
just gesture, and all the blood disappears. Yeah, the viscera.
Also,
Alright.
Eliott,
Hmm.
you hear a squelching noise coming from inside the chest.
Just finish. He's gonna take his hammer, and he's gonna kind of dig around. To
Okay.
see what
It hit
could be.
something solid that was in there, kind of buried underneath all the weird viscera and gunk,
Mhm.
and it feels like flesh. Even though this thing's made of flesh, you feel like other flesh in there that isn't like rotting and giving away. It feels like solid, firm flesh.
Can he? He's gonna kind of roll his eyes, set this hammer down, and he's gonna try to like fish out the flesh.
Okay. Make a strength check as you pull whatever is inside out, like you're birthing a baby.
Oh,
You didn't
well-
check for a zipper first?
yeah. That's a 17.
17. As you pull and pull, legs come out first.
It's
How
coming
big?
out breach.
They're humanoid legs.
Has
Little
his
baby
foot-
legs.
You
He has
can't,
his little
but they're
foot
wearing clothes. You can't exactly tell like what's underneath.
up.
You pull lower outfit, whatever the outfit is, upper outfit,
And
humanoid
a final
intact.
yank.
With a final yank. Brittany, would you like to describe your character?
I'm
Up
disgusted.
Glorious.
Give birth. Congratulations, you have birthed a tiefling, Eliott. I'm very, very proud of you for this endeavor in your career. So you pull out this bloody tiefling, which is a great, fantastic time. Am I unconscious, Justin, or I am?
No, you're conscious.
You just kind of see.
You've been trapped in there for like 3 months.
Just see this tiefling just like their horns have just been coated in like coagulation, and they just start chipping away at it, and they look a little they're red, but they look like they're a little too red, a little sore and irritated from being in this. And as they stand up, they're just kind of looking at you like, hey. And they have very simple armor on. You don't know if it's rusted or it's just very bloodied and taken on the iron from the blood. And it's very simple, but also very worn. You can see from like slash marks and like dents. Like the armor has been put through a lot of battle, and it just kind of looks a little odd. And they're just covered in blood.
And that
And they just
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
and they just go up to you, and they're just kind of like, mind if I have a drag of that? Whatever it is, I don't care. Do you mind? They're just like spitting chunks
Yeah,
out.
you spit chunks of just coagulated blood and flesh.
Elliott's going to not let you touch it so you don't get, any extra nastiness on it. He'll just place it delicately between your lips.
Fry just takes a.
And as you're pulled out of the flesh, something comes with you. I need you to roll me a D100, Fry.
You get a baby too.
You get a baby. Everybody gets a baby. 82.
Jeez.
All high rolls.
Roll again.
Roll what I want, damn it.
No, that item already got pulled out.
12.
Yeah.
There you go. A low number.
Reroll.
Roll what I want.
Roll what I want. 49.
Coming with you is a humanoid head of a human man. You can't really tell how old. The eyes have sunken in, like have rotted away. The nose is kind of also rotted away. The lips have pulled back. The head is very desiccated and dry, even though it was pulled out of that fleshy hole. And the top of the head has what looks like a long surgical cut mark, like along the head that goes like this horizontally across the scalp, and it's held in by a small metal zipper and a arm strap or shoulder strap rather has been fashioned into the temples that go over like this, and it is made from just like woven, twisted together human hair. And you have
purse.
And you have a bag of devouring.
Oh!
That is a human head.
Oh my god.
Fry is just taking chunks of this flesh and ooze off, and they just like pick up the purse and they're just like, oh, it's great to move around. And they're just like, you know how you would just kind of like swing like a purse or a bag just kind of like around in a circle? They just kind of do that a couple times in the bag just to get some excess like
Okay.
Viscera.
Viscera, thank you.
As you start to fling viscera, Madeliene just prestidigitation quickly in your direction, like, please, for the love of all things, do not get that anywhere. Savages. Who are you?
Who the hell are you?
It's going to be my follow-up question.
Yes.
Well, I could ask the same of that. You guys, who the fuck are you? Thanks for getting me out of that hellhole.
And as the tiefling says that, as you birth the tiefling out of the fleshy thing, I think that's what we're going to end the session for the week.
Horrifying.
Thanks for watching that weird session, everybody.
Chapter 1. A smorgasbord.
We will pick up there next week. Good night, everybody.